I've been sim racing for over 30 years. Gran Turismo is what you probably most know me for, but I've played many other sim racing titles, and this race you're about to see is the most intense sim racing experience that I've ever had. I recently got to gold safety rank in LeMans Ultimate, which allows me to play Le Mans hypercars on Spa this week. With a 60 car multiplayer race, 30 hypercars, 30 GT3 cars, and this race is absolutely mad. It's got absolutely everything. Hop on board and ride along for the full 1 hour uninterrupted race, where I go from being a complete noob to trying to pull it out the bag at the very end. Okay, line up with the grid. It looks like a lot of people have gone for the medium tyre, so I need to put the medium tyre on my car. I don't actually know the strategy for this race at all, so let's throw some mediums on there. I can't change tyres now, so it looks like I'm going with the softs. Why can't I change tyres? Damn. Okay, looks like we're locked in to soft tyres. Look at the cars on the mini map just above me here. So many dots. I'm actually a little bit nervous about this, guys. It's going to be a little bit sketchy. A bit of a dodgy pull away. Okay, we're going to start with cold tyres as well, which is no tyre warmers in hypercar class this year for 2025. Slow down. So the formation start is that we will, as the hypercars, we will start ahead of the GT3s. They will start just behind us. We need to avoid chaos because it's ×3 for safety rating and driver rating for this 1 hour race. Now, for sure there will be a pit stop for fuel. I'm highly expecting I'll need to change tyres as well. In fact, one other driver ahead of me has got soft tyres on as well. So we'll see how this one plays out. Right. Alright, catch up with the drivers. You have to drive this rolling start, which is quite engaging. It really builds the tension as you're starting this race. Got to try and catch up with that driver ahead, or I've got to slow down. Now we are on the pit limiter, looking for the race start. A little bit of lag. Slow on the green flag. Oh, nasty. Bit of a car park into turn one. Keep it in the middle. Look at the map. The mini map of cars is absolutely ridiculous. Got through that one. Okay, there's a car just to my right hand side. I'm going to back off through here. It is normally flat, but exercise a bit of caution. Oh, a bit of lag. Crazy lag spikes. I'm keeping flat. This is a straight, so it should be flat. Flipping dangerous this is. Going through here, I think we're side by side. Absolute scenes around here, guys. Mirror is full of cars. Cars to the front as well. Oh, so close. Someone's going around the outside. Absolutely stacked. Field hits top split as well, guys. It is full of fast drivers, and it's just full of drivers as well. So we are surviving so far. We are in 9th position. Made some fantastic gains off the start just from being clean. And let's see what is going on here. Yeah, green flags are out. Looks like there's been a crash behind me, I guess. Tyres aren't warm. Dust is flying already from the drivers ahead. Now we definitely have the tyre advantage from many of the drivers we're racing with at the moment, so we expect to be able to keep up with drivers faster than we would be. I am ranked 32 in this lobby, so not particularly well ranked, but it's a very stacked lobby. Split one in this Super 60 race. Someone snatched a break. I've also snatched a break. I've got a bit of over rotation. Oh, what? It's crashed. It's crashed. I've gone to the inside. Snuck through a good couple of positions there. Up to 6th position. We've played that first lap like a blinder. keeping it clean is the order of the day. But we've got fast drivers behind us, that's for sure, so I expect to be caught up, passably passed. Oh, through there. The yellow flag's at the top of Eau Rouge. There's someone crashed up my back straight. It looks like they have, and it's a GT3 car, so already, oh, that's unexpected. GT3 and a hypercar. Maybe that was a car that was extra in the pits or had damage. Who knows how that actually happened, you know. I can't quite work out the series of events that would have led to that, but that's not for today's problem. We should focus on the race and see what we can do. Now I am running on it's a marginal quality laptop, to be honest, guys, and I am also streaming this for recording the video at the same time on the same laptop, so my laptop really is suffering. Just over 70 frames a second, which isn't ideal, but it's good enough, and it's good enough to show you guys how good this game can be. Now this game will be coming to console in the future. I think it's a 2026 release, so I am keen just to get a feel for the way this game plays, get myself dialed in so that I can share with you all of the tips and tricks that are required to make the most of this game. And it's so engaging. These hypercars are so much fun. I love the view that you get to play with. You can change the position you sit in the car, which really helps with that immersion. The way it's set up on my screen with my monitor behind my wheel, it's perfect. So okay, we're going to open with a 2:03 as a race lap, and that is a pretty good lap time for me. I think that's solid. Now this car does have a heavy amount of traction control, and you can change it on the fly, which is really good, really useful. But the car has no ABS at all, so every bit of braking and controlling locking of the brakes is all on me. Could have been track limits, not quite sure. 0.2 to the driver behind. I think the drivers ahead are probably going to get away. They're probably going to escape. But I'm way above where I should be in this race for the fantastically, well, clean start really. Maybe it's scrappy on corner exit there. The car not that keen on turning. So looking like we've got 20 laps of fuel. That was an absolute shocking corner, bouncing the curb on the corner entry. We could be getting a conga line behind us if we don't pick up the pace. And all these drivers are on medium tyres, so I'm going to start to suffer as this race goes on. Guys, if you do enjoy watching these multiplayer races on different sims, then let me know in the comments. I am very keen to start trying different stuff, see what I enjoy doing, see what you guys enjoy watching. Always happy to hear what you think. Not a bad exit from there, 0.5 still the gap, so that guy is right on me. I think it will be around the 20-minute mark where we'll see the GT3 cars going a lap down. Oh, big lock, I've gone deep there. Big lock up. Oh, absolutely shocking light. Oh, big crash. A little bit of damage on the front. I think that was my crash that somebody else collected. Looks like there's a car on the outside there that's just parked up. I'm not sure if that was for position. I think a lap down. Okay, it's kicking off in the chat as well, guys. People not happy with stuff, as you'd expect in typical multiplayer races, and the car contact physics in LeMans Ultimate is brutal. You get a little bit of car side-to-side contact and you will be going round, so you need to be respectful of other drivers. If you're going to send it, make sure you send it and make sure they know you're there. Right, can I keep onto the back of these guys here? I'm waiting ages to get this car turned. And that Peugeot ahead looks pretty handy. I'm going to dial the brake bias backwards a little bit because I'm not getting enough rotation on corner entry. When the tyres were cold, that kind of worked, helped to keep me protected, but now we are catching a GT3 car, I believe. Oh, this is going to be chaos, and it already is chaos. Crash from one of the hypercars and back in. LeMans Ultimate multi-class racing, it's never going to be a dull moment every single lap. You're not far from danger, and we should be able to get past this GT3 car on this backstretch here. So we are down to 8th, but we are still keeping good progress, I reckon, guys. Flat through here. It is the Toyota GR010 hypercar in front. That car is in Gran Turismo 7. In fact, I just made a video about that car around this very track for money making methods in Gran Turismo 7, guys. So it's interesting to do battle with this car right now. So we lose a bit of time on that lap. And I think I've got the measure of this car in front, guys, for pace. Let's quickly check on tyre wear. We have got tyre wear, which should be not too bad. I've got to say, my frame rate is suffering a little bit on this laptop. This massive 60 car field is really suffering. I think because I'm running with OBS capture. Oh, we're definitely deep there. Just going to go across the line there. That's not too bad. We didn't gain too much advantage on time there, so it's not going to moan at us for track limits. So I've got a driver behind who's closing in. And then that Toyota, surely I've got the pace to get him. So the Ferrari just closed in behind the yellow Ferrari. Le Mans winning Ferrari 499 is closing in, and it is a driver that I think is a similar driver rank to me. In fact, they're much lower, but I think they qualified quite high in this race, so they are fast. Let's try and race forwards. Not trying to think about the car behind, let's try and race forwards. Dropping a wheel there, and I think that's a slow hypercar in front. Is that a crashed car? I think they were a lap down. We're just touching the grass gravel as we power through there. Now it's going to put me under pressure. Now I do have orange damage on the front of my car, which is probably going to be costing me some time. If he wants to send it, he can. Gone to the outside. He didn't want to send it there, so it's so difficult to get the car slow enough to get that rotation there. So that was a 203, 204 for me. Dial the brake bias a little bit further backwards again. I'm just losing a bit of rotation in the middle of the corner, I think. It's brake bias related, I think. We'll see how it goes. That is... it's not a cut. GT3 car ahead. Looks like a solo GT3 car. All the curves being used by the drivers in this one, making the most of the track. Got a little gap to that Ferrari behind now. Oh, big tank slap. Too much on the brake bias there, guys. Almost stalled it. Whew. That was the problem. Rearwards on the brake bias. Distracted by the corner entry as well. Dropped it. Still keeping it in 11th position. A lot of chaos on lap 1 has spread the field out a little bit. I'm getting the vibrations now through the wheel. I've flat spotted the tyres. So I'll definitely change tyres at the pit stop. I don't know whether to repair damage or not. Still just look to race forwards. There are still cars in contact. Slower GT3 car is going to be a problem at the next corner. We'll sneak through here as well. Made it. Also got a Peugeot right pound, Alpine in front. Yellow flags ahead. Looks like someone's had an incident. They've cleared now. I think this is going to be a very busy race from now until the finish, especially with no ABS, just causing problems with the lockups. Just check the brake bias now at 52.8, should be okay. Gotta wait for the car in the middle of the corner. Frame rate is suffering a bit, so I think at some point in the future, guys, a new PC would be something I'll look for, a dedicated PC for sim racing. But for now, the laptop's doing its thing. .3 to the car behind, so I think they are a threat. A lot of vibration through the wheel. Got a big gaggle of cars ahead now. There's a couple of GT3 cars in there really holding up the order. This is where we need to be on our toes going through the GT3s. Going to get creative with some of the overtakes. Giving room to cut back on. I can hear a V12 engine of something, maybe the Valkyrie. It is the Valkyrie ahead. Here we go, guys. This is where it gets absolute chaos. GT3 cars mixed in with the LMP hypercars. Dust's being kicked up. He's going to get locked up behind that car there. Oh, I had to be so close to... Oh my god. Someone's going around the outside. GT3 cars are off the track. GT3's rejoining. The Ferrari's rejoining. Sneak to the inside of this Aston Martin. Sneak to the inside of this guy here. That was maybe contact. I'm not sure it was. Whew. I think there probably was contact there. A little bit bad on my part there. Around the outside of that GT3 car, looking to the inside of this Aston Martin. Good work by the Aston Martin. Dive to the inside. Oh, contact again. It's so hard to judge these things, guys. I thought I was enough side by side, but maybe not. Let me know what you think in the comments. I don't want to be aggressive. Those GT3 cars are having their own race as well, but at the same time I don't want to just lose so much time. We're going to get him on the brakes. I think get one on the brakes. Give him the corner there. Oh, so sketchy as to what to do there. Should be able to get him into the braking zone here. See, in the middle of the corner, they're quite similar on the slow speed corners. It's the high speed corners where the hypercars have the advantage, and on corner exits. Actually, on the brakes as well, the GT3 cars are far easier to drive with. They have full ABS on the brakes. Where am I going here? Going around the outside. Oh, that was close. Full send there. I had to make a big deep lunge there just to make sure he knew I was there and passed. I can't say, guys, this is the sweatiest I've ever been driving any races in any racing sim ever. I'm losing time a little bit to the driver ahead I'm chasing, but it's just the nature of multi-class racing. Sometimes traffic goes in your favour, sometimes it doesn't. Send it on the brakes. Oh, we're deep, we're deep, we're deep. Oh, avoid. Oh, dear. That was nasty on my part. Oh, what can we do? I'm really suffering on tyres, I think, maybe, guys. 14 laps still to go on tyres. 75 percent tyres used. I'm going to have to back off through here. We're not going to get the move done. It's going to put me under pressure from the hypercar behind, and they're going to block me in. There's going to be 3 wide on the brakes. We're going to carry the speed. We just about blocked that one off. The radar is absolutely on fire, guys. Whew. 11th position still. We're holding there. Is there a top 10 available? I think we're going to rely on other drivers making mistakes, and I think my strategy for tyres is way off where it needs to be. We're going to drive around, going to wrestle with it, see what we can do. A little bit quieter now with regard to traffic. I think the top few in GT3 have broken away, and we will be coming across those soon, so I feel like my car's not too bad on setup. It is an open setup race, but I'm using just default setup. I've not got anything better to try really, so default setup will do. Peugeot behind is really close by, and I'm worried about this one. That's giving me a space there. It's P4 in GT3. Approaching P3 in GT3. I'm not sure I'll get him into turn 1. I think I probably will. Give him the flash just to let him know what my intention is. Couldn't really get much of a turn in there, guys. At least we get a clean run through Eau Rouge. It's absolutely mad. I would like to try the opposite. I would like to be in the GT3s to see how it is with the hypercars coming past. I've done a GT3 race with the LMP1s. That was mad in itself. Thoroughly enjoyable though. My car feels awful now. These tyres don't really feel like they've got the grip. Put up and shut up is the solution here, I think, guys. You've just got to deal with it and get it done. Very busy track, approaching P1 and P2 for GT3, so I've got to show massive respect for these guys. They are leading their class. So P2 is done. Respect for leader of GT3 class as well. Not this corner, definitely on the next one. There we go. Give him as much space as we can. First round of GT3 cars passed. Now that was my first real in-race interaction with slower GT3 cars, and I've got to say it was high stress. I definitely made a few mistakes going through there, guys, but it's all a learning process. Now I need to be careful with car contact because that is going to lower my safety rating. I need to make sure I run clean laps where possible, else the privilege of racing hypercars will be taken away. That Peugeot behind you is definitely faster. The tyres feel a little bit wrecked. Alright, I think I'll probably do a half race distance pit. To lift there, that was not ideal. Is he going to go for a move? He is, and it's going to leave me stuck. Nicely done from that lapped GT3 car there. He knew I was approaching, gave me the corner. Okay, we've got 30 seconds to the next driver behind in class. So we've got a bit of time. Let's just focus on following this Peugeot. the same time, I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for pit strategy. I'm thinking about pitting earlier, just to get the medium tyres on, maybe fix my damage, and then just run through the rest of the race. I think trying to push for a big result is a bit of a stretch, big stretch to ask for first real hypercar race. What could the strategy be? I'm definitely going to need to take tyres. Well, I'll go for another set of soft tyres, go soft instead of, maybe those guys are going medium without a tyre change. I really should just check what the strategy is for this race. It's too late now. 2.6 to the driver head down. They're doing 202s, I'm doing 206, which is definitely way off pace. I think mediums is probably what I want to be on, I think. Right, let's try and set up the pit strategy. So okay, so tyre change, I want drive and change stuff at the time. It's like playing a flipping different game while you're trying to race fast lap times. So I only used, I actually don't have medium tyres available, I don't think. I need a moment to try and work this out. I can't concentrate down there and drive at the same time. Definitely don't wet tyres, use soft. I can't get mediums. Don't know why. So I'm going to put a new set of softs on. Next time we get to a straight, which there isn't really many like straights here. Need to read that to check what's going on. Okay, so don't want to put a full tank of fuel into finish. 15 laps of fuel would get me to half race distance. So if we pit half race distance, 15 laps of fuel. Okay, so we do 15 laps of fuel. Use soft tyres. Don't think I've got the option to repair damages, which it feels okay. I mean, it's a bit of understeer, but it is what it is. No, not replace brakes, no wing. Okay, so there's no option to repair damage, which I guess is perhaps because it's the expert races. Damage is more of a permanent thing, so that's what it is. So at 34 minutes, I'm going to make my, 30 minutes, I'm going to make my pit stop. Go for a straight 50-50 half race distance pit stop strategy. Fit my used soft tyres to finish the race. In fact, I could go a little bit longer. Oh, what happened there? Massive lag spike there. Not sure if that's on my laptop or on server side connection. We'll find out. Been on my own for a good couple of laps now, which is actually a little bit calmer. It's certainly allowed me to concentrate on what pit stop I'm going to be doing. Gives me a chance to think about strategy. Right, that strategy is set. Let's now look on the relative. So we are approaching a GT3 car. Next lap maybe. And then we'll see a bunch of GT3 cars again when it's the next round of lapping. waiting for ages for it to get steered. So lap time wise, I am able just to... I've got to wait, no chance. It'd be rude to send it there. Okay. So one more lap is going to give me 30 on the race clock. I'm going to go 2 more laps, I think, and then go for my pit stop. It's kicking off in the chat again, guys. Take this moment of a bit of clear track just to find my flow again. I've been way off lap times for a long time. That's the thing that nobody tells you about the endurance racing, is that you can just completely lose your flow, and if you can't find a way to regain focus, get your race pace back again, you can just get lost, completely lost. I've got a clear track, so I should be able to focus, hit my marks and be good. Those pit stops in the back of my mind. In fact, I'm expected to pit now because I'm starting to come across a bunch of GT3 cars, and there's one in the wall there. Oh, and there's a hypercar square on in the track. That might have been for position. Gonna go one more. Weren't that many. I think most of them were actually just skittled along the track, so I guess people are starting to pit now. Maybe that is why I'm up to 11th, or it could be just through driver errors. Oof, the swaz there. Tyres are definitely second hand now. Should be able to get in before we get into Eau Rouge. Should be good there. Car still sticks through Eau Rouge, flat through there. 30 minutes on the race clock, half race distance. What a wild ride it's been so far, and I've only done half the race. Hopefully it's going to be a bit less chaotic to finish, but we are going to lap these GT3 cars at least 2 more times, I think. Bit of a cheeky dive there, but it's got to be done, so I'm just giving it plenty of time. Definitely suffering with tyres, these tyres. Oh, I thought he was giving me the line. And then the door just closed. Oh, sketchy. Okay. So this is the pit lap. The dust is flying ahead. I guess going through the GT3 cars on my own as the lone hypercar is a bit less stressful than being in an absolute battle with another hypercar, coming across other drivers that are having their own battle as well. So yeah, this is our pit lap. We are going to be going in the pits. Get that done there. It's full manual pit stop as well, guys. You need to be at the pit limiter. Oh, I think I got down to pit limiter. Looking for the pit box now, and it's not there. I might be in the old pit lane. Oh no, my pit box is right at the very end of this one. I think the GT3 cars are down the old pit lane, so here is the pit box. Right, so what's the pit time? 28-second pit time, which isn't too bad. So we're going to put fuel in the car, tyres on the car, no damage, so I've got to deal with the damage that I've got. Interesting to know, just be very cautious because of damages. The full pit lane is full collisions as well, so if cars come in behind you, it can be incredibly chaotic. Okay, let's go. Pit is done. Now it is the full 24-hour layout, so it's flipping tight here. You don't rejoin the track. There we go. And I will have cold tyres again. There are no tyre warmers in World Endurance Championships, so it will be about a lap before my tyres start to work. We've got a huge chunk of pit lane to go through now, and there'll be other cars in the pit lane. There's the Ferrari just pulling into their pit box, so this whole pit lane is used. There are that many cars in this race. It's basically battle royale mode for racing games. 60 cars in this race, I believe. 30 hypercars, 30 GT3s, and I'm going to exit pit lane to off we go. Let's finish this race. Cold tyres on pit exit. Oh, just brushed the barrier. Oh, that was close. Is that for position? They are a lap down, in fact. So that wasn't for position, that's okay. We're down to 13th and we've done our pit stop, so I think we're in a solid position to get top 15 here. Top half of the field is pretty solid. Certainly better than where I qualified. Just trying to work those tyres just to get them up to temperature. That outside tyre is starting to overheat through there. In fact, that probably gives me an indication of as to why I should have not been on soft tyres. So all the cars around me are a lap down. There is the leader hypercar who is 8 seconds behind me, but I'm not sure if he's pitted yet. I need to be careful with brake balance as well, because with the cold tyres it can snatch a rear wheel easily, spin me around. I'll take this out lap easy. Okay, I feel like the tyres are starting to gain grip now. I can just feel them starting to work. So in fact the car in front on track is the one that's got this split tyre strategy. And outside of the BMW here. The car is just peeled in front of the bit's head. The BMW almost rear-ended me. I'm sure it gave him a scare. So other drivers are pitting. Well, the car does feel a bit better now. A lot more grip in the tyres, that's for sure. So back up to 11th. That driver ahead with his split strategy did pit, so up to 11th. Through Eau Rouge, lovely. This hypercar through Eau Rouge is sensational. So the bunch of GT3 cars ahead, got a good gap to those, at least a lap before we see them. I think the lap delta between hypercar and GT3 is about 20 seconds. So if we're further than 20 seconds, in fact we are exactly 20 seconds, we should catch them at this point on the next lap. Unless they of course pit or have some kind of incident. It's interesting, we can run into the gap to the hypercar behind now. They are the leaders. Hopefully I can just maintain that gap or not let it eke away too much. 8.5 is the gap. Now I have got new tyres on, whereas they would not. But if I can just maintain that gap, that shows I've got good pace compared to the leaders. So 8.2, 8.3, it's fluctuating a bit, but we are holding a solid pace I think now with these new tyres on. Especially now they've got a bit of temperature in them, we can get to work. Yeah, so much better, so much grip extra in the corners. Back into the 203s, which is where I should really be for race pace, I think, at least. 202s should be possible for my race pace. Maintaining that 8 seconds gap, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think it shows that I've got solid pace. I mean, there's a few stutters here and there graphically, I'm not sure if that actually has an impact with regard to the way it works. Do I still progress when it's stuttered, and do I just catch up? Who really knows? 8.5 is still the gap, so holding station. I'm trying to run clean laps now and not really just destroy the tyres, because that big crash I had definitely didn't do the tyres any good at all. And as we predicted, 1 lap later, that 20-second gap is closed, and we are just right behind some more GT3 drivers. I do need to work on my traffic negotiating skills. In fact, it looks like it's a mega battle for the lead of this race, and that's probably why the leaders are eat my ass. Custom livery on that BMW ahead. Fantastic there. Not sure if that is against terms of service. I think ass is fine, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh god. Oh, that was sketchy. I thought he was going to come across on me. We survived. So we've got a bunch of GT3s to get through now. 21 minutes on the race clock. And so far we've mostly survived. Let's be careful on lockups as well. It's much nicer to have no vibration through the tyres as well. So yeah, looks like some unhappy drivers in the chat again. Could we squeeze a top 10? I mean, we are 50 seconds behind 10th place, but have they pitted yet? That is the question. Whoa, that was weird. Whew. Took a massive lag through Eau Rouge and somehow survived it. Closed in a second on that lap with the leaders. I really don't want the leaders to catch me, because it's going to cost me a lot of time letting them go. Now I should be tripping over them as they're getting through GT3 cars. I think the way to drive this hypercar better is just to drive the car out the corner on throttle, but my confidence to do that in a race with the graphical stutter I've got going on is not quite there yet. It left me a little bit of room, not quite enough. Go on the outside here. That was a little risky, but I think it felt like he knew what I wanted to do. He complied. It was nice driving from that other guy there to go in 12th place. So we're approaching our twin for position in race, 11th place driver in GT3 class. In fact, I think some of the slow speed corners and certainly corner exits and entries, GT3 is definitely a safer car to drive. These hypercars can be really sketchy, especially on the brakes when they just snatch a wheel. Oh, corner exit's a bit wild. Should have to clear both these two, I think, not to impact their race. There we go, all good. It is definitely a survival game. I don't know why they don't advertise more of a battle royale style racing genre to these multi-class races, these longer races. Something fresh in the first person shooter scene definitely kind of helped that a little bit. What new could we have in racing games? I mean, many different racing formats exist already. It's just a way to spin them in the game genre, isn't it? Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. So 6.1 is the leader behind me. The lead has changed hands. They haven't pitted yet, or have they? I'll go for the wide line again here. Oh, that was close. I think nicely driven by the Lamborghini driver. He knew what he needed to do, kept it clean. Still 49 seconds to the 10th place guy, so I'm not catching him on track. He's going to need some kind of incident or mechanical to get into the top 10, I think. And with this multi-class racing, everything's a danger. Oh, am I going to get there? I'm going to get him on the exit. I'm going to get to that car before we get to our Rouge, so back off a little bit so I can get him on the exit at the top of the hill. There we go. Nicely done. 4.4 is the leader behind me. But he's got the other GT3 cars to get past before they get to me. Mustang, first Mustang I've seen in this race, I think. Sounds good, that Mustang does. Proper V8. So the race with my fellow hypercars has definitely died down a little now. It's just a case of surviving to the finish, and that is not given. I think as the race goes on, we're just going to try to prioritise safety with passing and even just racing lines, but I still want to maintain a bit of racing speed. "15 minutes to go, still a quarter of the race still left to go. I've been driving for 45 minutes already, guys. Let me know if you're enjoying this longer format racing video. I'm always keen to try different new things out. I'm certainly enjoying driving it, so hope you're enjoying watching it. And let me know what you think to LeMans Ultimate. How is it for a entertainment watching experience? For me, driving it, it's so much more engaging than Gran Turismo 7. It's every single thing you do is hard work. Just every braking point is, you're a moment away from snatching a brake. Past this guy, and then on top of that, the multi-class racing. Spa in itself is a fantastic track that demands your attention. And we've got now 14 minutes 5 seconds to the leader behind. They must have pitted it. They're going a long way if they haven't. And they run just on medium tyres. In fact, looking at their virtual energy, top left of your screen at 4%, so they haven't pitted yet. We should be able to survive this without getting a lap down. 4% virtual energy is cutting it a little bit fine. "37 seconds to the guy in 10th place, so that must have been through pit stop. That was a little more achievable. I know my tyres are going to go off. I have done the wrong strategy for sure. Yeah, I think single stint on the soft is probably not as good as perhaps double stinting the medium. I think I'm 1 second off my best lap so far. And to be honest, my gap to the leader, it's only come down by 3 seconds over the last couple of laps. So we're not doing too bad on pace. We just had a really messy middle part of the race where we just got a bit lost, tripping over a few cars, and obviously we dropped it on the brakes. Now, will they pit? They've got to pit, surely. 1% virtual energy. like they are. Yeah, pit for them. So that's going to give us some breathing room. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out for the leaders. We're approaching P15 in fact 15 seconds to 10th place, so we are catching probably through pit stop. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was a bit of a send. Oh, I think we both survived. Once I'd committed to going down the inside and the gap was closing, I just couldn't change. I couldn't slow down any faster. I think we avoided that as best we could. There was contact, but both of us survived. So 15 seconds up the road is 10th place. Probably made their pit stops. Looks like they have on their virtual energy. It's just a fancy word for fuel really, isn't it guys? Let me know what you think of that in the comments. I don't often do like super long races, especially in more hardcore sims like LeMans Ultimate. It is certainly giving me a lot to think about. So 13th, but they're a lap down. So I'm at 31 seconds. Trying to work out who is around me. 31 seconds behind. So they just come across the line, did 3 minutes lap time, so that would have been a pit lap. 12 seconds, 10 seconds, sorry, 10 minutes left in the race. Right, if I really focus George, if I really focus, I could get within striking distance of P10, especially if traffic falls my way. 10 minutes on the race clock. Now there's a bunch of GT3 cars between me and 10th place, so that's going to be not on my favour. And they're battling as well. Let's go for that one. Bit bad really, I mean, it is on me to get past cleanly. Oh boy, I wanted to carry the speed on the exit and I almost didn't make it happen. I've squeezed the inside here, there we go. Whew. A little bit messy again. I just need to practice really, and there's no way to practice unless you do. Even just in practice sessions, multi-car practice sessions, you don't get to properly practice the overtakes where you're on the clock, you're racing, and they're also racing. A lot of those practice sessions, the GT3 cars will let you buy. So, okay, looking at things, 12 seconds, 13-ish seconds, but there's still just a bunch of GT3 cars between us. So it's unlikely I'll get a clear shot. But if I'm passing GT3 cars, then they are also most likely passing GT3 cars, and the risk is real. Tyre wear is a bit of a thing, but I think we're good. Definitely slow on the corner exits, but it is what it is. I think when you get so compromised on your corner entry doing the overtake, it can show up on corner exit. Should be good here. Get back onto the line. I think it's better to carry third gear through here in this car, just a little bit of lower revs in third gear. Does drive quite nicely through there. Wait forever on that corner, just hangs on for so long. 12.4. To the inside. I think that was okay. A lot of these passes are just about communication. You always got to make it clear where you want to go so they know where they can go, or vice versa, that they make it clear where they want to be and you can drive around them. So I'm going to back off for the get him on the exit. So I lost a bit of time there, but that inside line was always going to close. 12.2. So we're running down, we're closing on the Ferrari teammate. I think if I was driving a bit better I could have been way up there, but it is what it is. You can't be perfect first time out, you have to try it. 205s. Starting to really suffer on the brakes. I'm going deep quite a few times. In fact, 2 cars between us now, and I'm not going to get there. Nope. Right, it's on me. I'm not going to send it. That will be bad. In fact, there's P4 in GT4, so you've got to respect those top drivers in G3. This is top split, so some of these drivers in here are super fast drivers in LeMans Ultimate. We're talking the best racers that are playing this game right now. Oh, I almost lost it then. Rear end was swazzing around and I weren't fully paying attention. Just waiting for the car. Oh, 13.6. He's cleared traffic now and he's getting his move on, and I'm probably just suffering on tyres. 2 seconds off my best lap. So yeah, I'm definitely suffering on tyres now. I think we should be good on laps to the end. I think the fuel strategy was about right. We have been carrying damage almost the whole of the race. Oh, a bit of dust up from the car ahead, most likely. P3 in GT3. And we're going to get them probably on this exit the chicane. At least into turn 1. Knows we're coming. It's giving us the inside. Nicely done. Oh boy, big lock up from me. It's going to compromise his drive out the corner. Sorry, man. Yeah, tyres are definitely feeling second hand at the moment. It's just a case of 5 into the finish line. Get the Ferrari on the straight. That's working out perfectly. And for the first time, we are next car down the road is full position. Although that is 13 seconds down the road. Oh, a lot can happen. A lot already has happened. Oh, the tyres overheating. Look at the tyre temperature readout down below in the bottom right hand side of the screen. Around some of those longer corners, those fronts are absolutely dying. Around there especially as well, the fronts are taking a big punishment in this race. Mediums would have definitely been the right tyre. I can't believe I couldn't switch back to them as well, but it is what it is. Still get flat through there. Still on it. Oh, just 0.4 up. In fact, is that a battle for? Is it lapping? I think the driver ahead is lapping. So we're going to put a lap on some of the hypercars, and yellow flags are out. Let's see what that could be for. Keep our wits about us. I think it's actually hypercar in 19th position. Must have been in the barrier back there. So still just hovering around 12 seconds. And it's either this lap and one more, or this is the final lap. It's all depends what the lead is doing, really. Someone's out of fuel. That is also something. We need to get to the end of this race. It's easy to short fill the car. It's easy to get the strategy wrong. I think we should be okay for fuel. We're on 15%. As it, oh, the others in the race. We've got a massive lock up there. The front tyres, I think, are absolutely knackered. Look at the heat on the front tyre there. Oh, 1 minute on the clock. There's likely one more, I think, which will be fine. So we timed it almost perfectly for fuel. I'm glad we went one lap longer on that first stint. Yeah, my tyres feel absolutely knackered. Fronts especially, just understeer. Just waiting on corner entry and steering the car on throttle on corner exit. Down to 11.4 for the gap to 10th place. So I'm happy I had pace to be catching towards the end of this race. And it looks like we'll be putting a move on second place in GT3 class. I want to be very cautious with that overtake. So time has expired, but we will probably go one more because the leader needs to be the first to cross the line to trigger the race finish. So we had 2.6 laps of fuel. Got one more lap to go, so we timed it almost perfectly on fuel. Right, we're going to back off here. No point. The gaps between us all are massive. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't want him to be pulling out on me there. That would ruin both of our races. Oh, we've got a hypercar overtaking P1 in class. That is... oh. I'm really cautious here because he is P1 in class. I'm going to send it here. There we go. So he managed to survive P17 hypercar blunder. We've got around him pretty safely. Although I'm about to crash here, I think. So he's managed to get through there safely. There we go. P1 was not affected at all. Managed to get right nicely. Of course, I could always ditch it now and collect him, but I think we're safe. So we got a yellow flag. This race is never over until we cross the finish line. Yellows are still out. It's a hypercar. It is. Is it 4th position? It's 4th position. Oh my god, that was 4th position. I'm in 10th place. That must have been hypercar lapping issue. I don't know who it was that dropped out. But we are top 10, baby. Here we go. Top 10 in split 1. Would you believe it? First race in hypercar. Wow. To the last lap. Get the car stopped. So we are going to see checkered flag on this time by driving it to the line. And we're going to do it, guys. P10. I've never been so happy for a P10 in my whole life, but wow, 1 hour, Le Mans hypercar, multi-class racing, what a ride. And here are the race results. So we finished P10, absolutely fantastic, over the moon with that one. And actually the most important thing more than anything, if you look at the best lap time of the leader, this is split 1, so fast drivers at was it just after 9 o'clock in the evening in the UK. So 202.5 was their best lap time during the race. 202.3, 202.2. So in the low 202s, and my best lap time in the race was 203.2. So I'm close on lap time. Yes, I was using the soft tyres, so we did have some tyre advantage, but obviously that would play out to be negative towards the end of the stint. So that worked really well. I'm super stoked with that. And there we have it, confirmation of 10th place in the race, 8 positions gained, and we did 29 laps, and our driver rank has gone up to silver, and we're already silver 1, and we went up 16.7%, and our safety rank, we're already at gold 1, and went up 29.3%. Having that 3 times multiplier is such a significant boost. If you have enjoyed this long play Le Mans Ultimate video, then make sure you do let me know in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button. If the hype button is available, then go and press that hype button as well too, because that definitely helps the channel. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.